What's up YouTube? My name is John Jags and welcome to my series, What the Fuck is After Effects, where we break down a very specific part of this fun but complex piece of software. Let's save you some time and dive right into today's topic. Okay, the pen tool. The pen tool is something that is super useful if you need to cut things out. So let's say hypothetically, let's start with a shape. You hit G on your keyboard and that'll select the pen tool up here, and then we can just like draw some funky shape. Cool, now we have a shape with a fill, and we can add a stroke to it if we want to, or we can hold Alt on the fill and cycle through the options, or just click on it and we can change the color here, or if you select the word, it'll give you your options. So going back to the pen tool, you can create any sort of like non-traditional shape that you need to. And what's also really cool is if you need to make rounded corners, you can make a point by just clicking and then click and drag, and you can get a rounded corner right there. And then what you can also do is, let's just delete this shape layer. Let's say hypothetically you make a sort of like funky, weird shape like that, but you want this corner to be rounded. You can select it and then hit G, and then if you hold Alt and then click, it will round that corner. Now if you click that and click on Mask and Shape Path, you can convert it to Roto Bezier, and it'll basically give it more of like a natural rounded look. Or you can set the first point, like let's say this point, we want it to be the first point of the shape, so things will sort of travel around that sort of center vertex point. That's super useful if you need it. The next thing that we have is the feather tool, the mask feather tool. So let's make another solid, and let's just make this like a I don't know, a nice light blue sort of thing, royal blue apparently. And then we have this, and we'll just make a shape. And then if we hit G on our keyboard, we'll go to the mask feather, and then we can just like click on that point and then just drag it out. Now we're adding a feather. Woo! How feathered and soft it looks. So yeah, that's just accessed by just hitting G in your keyboard and cycling through. And then let's delete that. Let's go back to the pen tool. And then let's say hypothetically you had to add a vertex. If you hold Alt and cycle through the selection on the pen tool, you can get the Add Vertex tool, and you can just be like boop, boop, and then just drag that vertex out if you needed to. And if you hold Alt and then click on the Vertex tool, you can go to the Delete Vertex tool, and you can be like, I don't want this one. Bye. 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 So yeah, pen tool is pretty useful. You can also use it for cutting things out, which I'll show you in just a moment. But if you ever had like a photo that I just need to do a quick cutout. But most of the time, if you ever need to cut something out, I would highly recommend doing it in Photoshop, unless you have like good green screen footage and all that, because there's better tools to roto brush, but that's another video. Alright my friends, that is today's tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. If you learned something, let me know in the comment section down below, or just drive a truck into that like button. It lets me know that I'm making content that is valuable to you. If you want to check out some of the cool things I offer, the links are going to be in the description down below. And until next time, my name is John Jagsney. I appreciate you, and I will leave you with this. Eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Goodbye.